Peru, we went to Cusco and Lima. We visited Machu Picchu, Pisac.
Visited the Sacred Valley.
Yeah.
Which has a lot of different ruins all along the way. One of them was called Urubamba, which is also the name of the river that flows through the valley.
We went to like markets. They had a lot of like colorful weavings and like homemade gadgets that were there that like have a lot of the culture of the Incans or Peru in them. So the markets were really colorful and bright.
And the kids had nothing. Like, we took them school supplies, and I took like a bag of toys, and everything that we brought them, they appreciated so much, like every little thing. And so like that really like opened my eyes.
We handed out their bags, they just immediately started tearing into them.
Yeah.
And I guess if somebody were to give us a bag of school supplies here, we would be just like, oh, here's a notebook, here's that. But we gave them like a packet of rulers and protractors, and they pulled it out, and one kid came up to me and they're like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's for like drawing straight lines and for math, and they were just so excited to have that. The house that we stayed at, it was the rich class, but their house was still very small. Their kitchen was small, their bathroom was very small.
Yeah, and old.
And older, yeah. Because when we went to the school, I noticed that a lot of kids, their clothes were old, and their shoes, they weren't wearing any. So I kind of wish that we knew that going in there, so we could maybe bring some clothes and shoes, but that would be a lot to carry in. So I would love to go back and do a mission type trip and give back to like the kids in the schools. But I'd also like to help maybe clean up rivers and towns and
help with pollution.
To visit the school the first time, because we visited 2 schools, we were in a small bus and a car. And the car went first, and we came to this bridge, and the bridge had 2 telephone poles essentially, and then some slats that crossed it this way, and then a couple more that went this way, and we had to drive across that. I got off to just kind of take a look at it, you know, to go across and see if I thought it was safe enough. And while I was off, they began to drive across. So then I'm like, okay. So I took a picture of them crossing the bridge. You were in the car.
Yeah, I was in the car, and
so
we went
you went first. But
and
this huge bus.
So scary.
I was like, and they're driving across. But it was a new bridge, and they had constructed it well.
I'd say this trip impacted me a lot because, like, living in America, it's a first world country, and then going to Peru, a third world country, it's a developing country, you can definitely tell the difference because their upper class is our middle or lower class. Like, it's very different, and, like, the things that we have available to us, like, you turn out, like, I'm very grateful for what I have here because I got to see, like, what they have, and it's very different.
Because I've seen a lot more, like, of the world of Machu Picchu. Like, I've seen Machu Picchu, which was crazy.
I love Machu Picchu because I think it just has this amazing spiritual feeling there. And while we were there, we took a walk to La Puerta del Sol, which was also really fun. It's a long walk, takes a couple hours to get there, and we met a lot of people along the way, people who were guides and other people from other countries like Colombia, and we talked to them. You're walking, and you're so high that you're out of breath much more quickly than you would be otherwise.
Yeah, because of the altitude, it made things difficult. I would definitely go back. It was like crazy. It was so sad to leave Cusco. Like, Cusco was the town that we stayed in for most of the time, and it just like it felt like home when I was there. Like, we stayed with our host mom, and she was just like the sweetest lady. Like, I love to sit there, and like after every meal we'd sit there and talk to her. And I would definitely go back, and I'd stay with her.
Wow. To know that somebody who just was, born in the Amazon could actually end up doing something. You know, we talk about the American dream. Well, they have it too. They're part of America, and they have that too. It was very cool.